Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nidhi Arora, Associate Professor, Kalindi College, University of Delhi. Today, I'm going to present my research work on the topic an enhanced predictive modeling framework for highly accurate non-alcoholic fatty liver disease forecasting. For this research work is shared by more three authors. Myself, Nidhi Arora, Shilpa Srivastav, Aparna Tripathi, and Varuna Gupta. NFLD, that is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, is a chronic medical ailment characterized by accumulation of excessive fat in the liver and of non-alcoholic patients. In absence of any early visible indications, application of machine learning based predictive technique for early prediction of NFLD are quite beneficial. The objective of this conducted research work is to present a complete framework for guided development of varied predictive machine learning models and predict NFLD disease with high accuracy. The framework employs step-by-step data quality enhancement to medical data, such as cleaning, normalization, data upscaling using SMOT. SMOT is a Python utility for handling class imbalances and correlation analysis based feature selection to predict NFLD with high accuracy using only clinically recorded identifiers. Comprehensive experimental comparative analysis of prediction results of 7 machine learning predictive models is also done using unprocessed as well as quality enhanced data. As per the observed result, XGBoost, random forest, and neural network machine learning models reported significantly higher accuracy with improved OCC and ROC values using pre-processed data in contrast to unprocessed data. Moving forward, to introduce chronic metabolic disorders, these are the disorders that are long lasting and are caused due to disruptions in the metabolism of human body. These categories of diseases are primarily not indicative, using general or physical or clinical assessments, but lead to severe impacts on the health on the later stages of the life. Medical informatics is interdisciplinary field of research which is focused on application of varied information technology driven artificial intelligence methodologies for the diagnosis of treatment of such diseases. Researchers in the recent research in this field have applied various methodologies of machine learning for prediction of various metabolic disorders. Disease-specific applications of chosen machine learning techniques have been tried and evaluated by many researchers in recent times, such as for prediction of diabetes, for prediction of neurological disorders, for prediction of kidney diseases, and so on and so forth. The latest metabolic diseases which has garnered attention of the researchers is NFLD. Researchers have applied various techniques for the prediction of NFLD also. However, since we know that medical data is unprocessed, the live medical data is primarily unprocessed, so this paper focused on the need for the pre-processing of medical data before applying the medical evaluation techniques. Availability of quality data sets is quite essential requirement for training and prediction models. However, in medical ecosystem, data is enormously generated on a regular basis, but primarily retained in raw unprocessed form. More so, a common framework is required to store patient ID index medical data set in a common server linking all the medical hospitals throughout, which is proposed by Arora et al. In later study. Data preprocessing of such unprocessed data is quite essential for the highly accurate prediction of such diseases. The methodology which is presented in this paper is development of a common framework and highlighting the steps to be required to be performed for pre-processing of such data before applying any model for NFLD disease prediction. As you can see in figure 1, clinical records of NFLD patients are recorded throughout various hospitals. Then these records are merged And accordingly, missing in this record, the missing data are imputed. Since it's an unprocessed data, there is a possibility that some of the fields and some of the rows or some of the columns may have the missing data. After that, categorical data conversion is the most required step. Thereon, highly correlated columns, we only need to keep single column or we need to remove highly correlated columns. After that, class distribution evaluation are required to be done. Since in unprocessed data, there is high possibility of having different class distribution, one class having high number of rows and other class having low number of rows. Accordingly, data upscale or downscale is required to equalize both the classes in the data set. After that, stratified data division is must step so that the classes are represented in equal proportion in the testing data set as well as in the training data set. Once the data set is highly qualitative and ready for the machine learning algorithm, predictive models training and testing of NFLD prediction is applied and model quality evaluations are done. Based on that, best model deployment for NFLD prediction can be used. Now, step one is data set generation for NFLD. For this, we have used a standard data set of NFLD dataset, which is available on the repository, Open Data Repository, which contains 17,549 individuals, which are merged from different sources available on this link, which is given in the paper. People can download the dataset freely from this. This is a snapshot of the dataset, and we can very well see that the dataset has 7 columns: age, male, weight, height, BMI, FU time, and status. The status columns tell us the death of a particular person in case of having NFLD disease. These are the dataset of NFLD patients. We can see in the raw dataset, there is a possibility of NAN values which are appearing in the dataset. So these are called as a missing data. We need to amputate these missing data, and we have used the mean conversion for the missing data amputations by using Python utility. And after missing data amputations, we can see that all the NaN values are converted to integral mean values of that column. After that, finding out the highly correlated columns in order to reduce the number of variables for the machine learning prediction models training, we have generated a correlation heat map for NFLD datasets, all 7 columns. And you can see this is a matrix. Highly correlated columns are dropped. The next step is class balance distribution evaluation. Since in the dataset, we have seen that there are more number of ones as compared to 0. So the class which has 1 value will dominate the prediction model. In that case, we need to equalize the data set so that they have equal distribution of class 1 rows as well as class 0 rows. For that, we have used a SMOT utility of Python. The sample commands for using SMOT utility is given here as a screenshot for the help of the reader. And after that, we can see that the number of rows have increased to 19,034. So we have increased some rows to equalize the data set having equal number of ones and zeros classes. The last but not the least step is stratified sampling. That means whatever data set size you have to divide the data set in such a manner such that testing data also contain the equalized distribution of both the classes. After executing all these 5 steps to our data set, we have executed 7 machine learning algorithms. Out of that, support vector classifier, k nearest neighbor, and random forest classifier need to have some parameter tuned. For that, we have executed parameter tuning. For support vector classifier, we have tuned the kernel parameter, and we have tested the results for sigmoid parameter, linear parameter, poly parameter, and RBF parameter. And the results show that the results for poly and RBF parameters are better as compared to using a values of sigmoid as well as linear. For number of neighbors parameter, for applying k nearest neighbor, we have tested with various number of parameters, and we have seen that setting the number of neighbors 8 and above will lead to a good accuracy score. Number of estimators are required to be sent when applying random forest classifier, and we have executed RF random forest classifier by parameter setting 10, 20, 40, 70, and 100. And we have seen that it has led to 40 and above classifiers have given good results. These are the parameters value we will be now using for executing all the 7 classifiers. You can see that prediction quality results of non-stratified quality improved NFLD dataset is being shown here, and prediction quality results of stratified quality improved datasets of NFLD test data is shown there. And we have seen that there is a good, not much improvement is observed in accuracy values of prediction. However, precision levels are improved for all the prediction model while having stratified quality improved dataset. Further, we have also tested our data set for upscaled data. So we have seen that stratified quality improved data set was not showing much improvement. But if we use the upscaled NFLD data set, we have seen a good quality improvement on the upscaled data set. So it is very well noted that when we use stratified distribution data, which is not upscaled, the OC values and the ROC values are very less. As well as when we use stratified distributed upscale data set, we have seen a good increase in the OC values, which shows that it is quite essential, quite important part of machine learning application to have stratified distributed upscale data. Key takeaways from the conducted research is as follows. Readers will be able to understand the significance of data preprocessing to medical data for accurate prediction in this paper. 7 algorithms results have been shown extensively. That is a logistic regression, naive-Bayes, SVM, decision tree, neural network, random forest, and KNN. Readers will also be able to identify experimental results of varied Python-based utilities to automate the quality enhancement process. Python utilities presented here are Python Imputer as well as Python Smote, which can give a good lead to the user. So we conclude that data preprocessing is a very important work in this phase. As a future work, the conducted experimentation needs to be extended for other diseases with real-time datasets. The work can be extended with real-time testing with parallel computation in real-time environments. Impact of deep learning can also be extended for the considered dataset. These are the references which we have referred for conducting the research work. Thank you so much.